Just a couple of brief points. I think nobody is questioning that we should have decent broadband and that everybody should get decent broadband. And I would regard broadband as very much similar now at this stage to electricity, that it's essential to every part of Ireland. But the question has to be asked, and a leader. Yeah, I think it is important.
I'm listening.
Thank you. I think it is important that we get value for the money that's being spent, and that if you divide the number of houses potentially going to be available, and I'm sure some of them won't take it up, by the cost involved, it's a very, very significant figure per house that we're talking about in terms of subsidising a system. And effectively, it seems to be that we're subsidising a private operator who will ultimately own it all. And I'm not sure, and I think it's a fair point to say that if we were doing it, you'd be jumping up and down as a party, complaining about it and the way it's being done. And I do call on the Minister, call on you, Leader, to organise the Minister to come in here and have a decent, proper, comprehensive debate. As we say, nothing's been signed. I absolutely want broadband for areas, but technology is changing week on week, day by day, month by month, and it may not be the most cost-effective way of doing it. Certainly to go from 500 million not that long ago to 3 billion is an enormous jump. The other point I wanted to make, Cathaoirleach, if that's possible, is that I know of a school, a secondary school in South Dublin, that's insurance bill went from 27,000 to 34,000 this year, with no claims, no incidents, no nothing. And I do support all the calls in relation to insurance from Senator Conway Walsh and others, that we would have the Minister back in here to show us what reform is happening and what we're getting for this reform. A lot of it's been discussed in the Finance Committee to a certain extent, but everybody should see, we see claims being paid out of very substantial amounts by the courts regularly, insurance companies settling for very large amounts, and ultimately we're all paying for it. And I think it's important that we get the Minister in here to articulate what he's doing and to point out the failings in what he's not been able to do so far. I don't doubt his willingness to try, but we have a problem with insurance in this country. We have a problem with the claims culture, we have a problem with payouts and the size of them, and it does need to be debated in this House. And I would ask the Leader to organise that debate urgently. Thank you.